guys, good morning. My name is Alejandra and I will do a gray look today. I was thinking about a cut crease, but honestly I don't feel like doing a cut crease, so that's fine, I guess. So the first thing I'll do is prep my eyelids, and I'm gonna get the Sheen Glam concealer. And then I'll get this beauty sponge and then spray it with Story Clarifying Facial Spray. And so I'm gonna start blending. And then I'm gonna use the Harry Potter palette and use this vanilla shade to set my eyelids. And so the first thing I'll get is this transition shade called Enchanted Keys, and this is from the Harry Potter palette from ColourPop. And so then I'm gonna do my other eye. And then I'll get Elder Wand and put this in my crease. It's like a gray, it's like a light gray shade. And then I'm gonna get a darker gray shade, which is Sorting Hat. And then I'm gonna put this in my crease as well. And then I'm gonna get the Mentor, which is like a black shade, and so I'm just gonna smoke it right here. So it's just like this. I'm just gonna smoke it just like this, just at the outer corner. And then this is the beauty technique. And then I'm gonna get another shade, and then this is called like Lumos, and it's a very bright shade, and I'm gonna a white bright shade, and so I'm gonna put this in my eyelid. And so next, I'm gonna use eyelashes. And this is from the brand Ioni. And this is if I recall, this eyelashes I'm gonna use is from Kiss, but I really don't remember what's the name of them, so I can't really tell you, but I'm just using that. And so now I'm going to do my skincare, and so I'm using the Demersil milk toner. And then I'm using the BB Pure hydrating serum. And so I'm gonna press. So you don't swipe, you press like this. And then it goes down on the neck as well. And then I'm gonna get the Ruby Glowing Skin Filter. So now I'm gonna use my beauty blender, and I'm going to blend in my foundation. And then I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. And so I'm gonna put this right here and right here. And then I don't take foundation all the way up there because that's where concealer goes, and I like to do that instead. Okay, and then I'm gonna use let me see, I'm gonna use the Ioni blushes. And then I'm going to start blending. So I'm using the Koki powder. I got this from the Dollar Tree. then I'm using it doesn't have a name, so I can tell you what's the name of it, but it's a bronzer that I got from the Dollar Tree. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. So I'm taking on my cheeks, on my forehead. So it's basically like a 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. And so to set my my blush, I'm using Very Pretty. And so I'm taking this right here. And for lips, I'm using this is in the shade Sunset Peach. Yeah, Sunset Peach from Wet n Wild. And so now to smoke out the lash line, I'm going to do a mixture of this shade, this shade, this shade. So it's Enchanted Keys, Alder One, and Sorting Hat. And I'm gonna put this right here on the lash line, at the bottom one. And then getting Lumos and putting this on the inner corner, which is like a bright shade. And then I'm gonna use the NYX Lip Snatch, and then now that I did that, I'm getting the Super Lock for Maybelline. So I'm going my eyebrows. Let me fix this right here. Yeah. And so now I'm gonna use a setting spray, and I'm using the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray from Elf. So I'm spraying on the brush. So this is a technique I learned if you want to. So technically you could have used, before you powdered, this is a secret that I kind of knew, is if you want your makeup to last longer, like especially on special occasions, before your powder and all that stuff, set it with setting spray with a brush, and then after you set everything with powder and everything, set it again with setting spray, and it's supposed to make your makeup last longer. So this is a technique I learned. Thank you for watching.